Hello and welcome to another one of my YouTube videos. Once again, filmed from my van, my mobile studio. As you can see here, you may not be able to see, but I've got a nice little slice of my cheek from my straight edge razor, which I'm actually trialing at the moment. And that is a man's problem. And onto women's issues. I want to actually review this show I went to go and see, My Greatest Period Ever by Lucy Peach. Lucy Grace Farley, I think is her actual name. And I wasn't really entirely sure what this show was going to entail. It's about menstruation, and I was not dragged by my girlfriend, but enticed to come. And I guess actually part of it was like a bit of wanting to actually educate myself into the female cycle. As men, we tend not to know too much about the way that a woman's body works, and I couldn't say she was quite beneficial, and it comes across as it's not an educational kind of thing. I didn't really quite know what to expect, and to describe the show, which I think has got one more show before it stops, but I think Lucy's probably doing a few more different shows in different festivals and stuff. However, it's a mixture of singing, comedy, and just general chit-chat about the menstrual cycle. And it was quite enlightening for me, because I, as a bloke, don't really know much about the different aspects of it. It's like you just assume it's either a bad time, or she's either in a good mood or a bad mood, but it's much more complicated than that. And I think even obviously for women, it's quite enlightening as well, because it tends to show the different aspects and the positive and the different sets of the actual cycle which you go through, and which you are motivated to actually do stuff. Time when you should actually spend time just relaxing and not feeling too guilty about it, because I don't think really women are terribly educated in this aspect of life in itself anyway. I can't say there was too many guys at the show. Being in Australia, it's like a bit of a macho world, where I guess something that I don't particularly understand myself, where even men are embarrassed or feel somewhat restricted in buying women's sanitary products and stuff, and feel I can't go and get that. I mean, it's never been something that's particularly bothered me. It's been a little bit of a mystery as in the actual whole thing of it. But the show is actually really well put out. There's like I said, it's a mixture of comedy, Lucy just talking about her general life and her experiences with womanhood, and singing. I mean, just if you were to go along just purely for the singing alone, she has a fantastic voice. I mean, she's really, if you just literally just want to go along for the singing, I'd even recommend it just for that. But one thing that I think would be useful, Lucy, if you do watch this, is that graph that your husband's doodling away, which is another wicked part of the show, where there's her husband is actually doodling all this stuff on a whiteboard, or he's sketching out stuff, which is actually really good. I find the two aspects of the speaking and the actual drawing stuff really, really impressive, because it's a mental point of reference, which can then tie into various graphs and things. Now, the graph was really good, and if you could publish that as a worksheet, or even on a website, just so you can, as a PDF that you can download, I think it would be really handy, because as much as I absorbed it as I was watching it, it's totally gone now. I mean, I could probably be reminded of the different stages, but yeah, it'd probably be a good idea to actually have that as a worksheet, really, because it's good. My little brain can only absorb so much, and it's a new territory for me anyway. So, fantastic show. If you ever get the chance to see it, My Greatest Period Ever. I hope that's the name of it. Jeez, I even had trouble actually remembering Lucy's name to start off with. But yeah, really, really good. Like I said, thumbs up all round. Not too many blokes there. I'd like to see more guys there. It's not overly embarrassing to go. I really don't understand why guys would have reservations to go. I just myself, I had reservations, but that was purely because I'm a bit antisocial, a bit of a hermit, nothing to do with the actual kind of show itself. But anyway, yeah, thumbs up, and if you can go at any point, if there's any other shows that Lucy's doing, then I do recommend it.